Hey.
Today I'm going to be talking about Shoe on Head. I've just seen on her Twitter account recently that she's been saying things that didn't happen and then showing photos of some screen caps, I should say, of things people are saying on social media about facing hate crimes allegedly under the new Trump presidency. Now, first of all, I'm not going to say that I 100% believe the stories that are coming forward without questioning it whatsoever. My concern with this is that it's one thing to be skeptical, but I see a lot of outright denial of these people's stories, which I think isn't the same as being skeptical of them. So I'm not saying
You haven't really said anything here. I feel like,
that this means that you're a horrible person or anything. I don't think it's like that. I think it's more that it's not as simple as looking at this and going, well, that's clearly made up. Or I don't see it as so implausible that maybe some Trump supporters took it too far with their celebrations and some of them are racists. We know that for a fact that
this is the least indecisive thing I've heard her say in this entire video.
some Trump supporters are racists. We know that the KKK has been overjoyed about it. That doesn't mean that if you're a Trump supporter, therefore you're a KKK supporter. Though personally, I think it should be of concern if the KKK is supporting the candidate. But it could be considered guilt by association, so that's fair enough.
I think this video is called Don't Judge Others While I Judge Others for Judging Others.
While I personally find it telling that the KKK supports Trump, you can make your own judgments as to that.
Oh, can I?
You can say, you'd be right in saying that it doesn't necessarily say something about Trump.
So that makes you wrong?
Personally, I think it does, given that he's made a few really questionable statements
So what is right and wrong to you exactly?
about migrants especially, but minorities in a more general.
Don't judge others, judging others while I judge others, judging others, and make generalizations while telling you not to make generalizations.
So anyway, basically, whether or not you agree with the assessment of Trump being a racist or whatever, it's just undeniable fact that certain KKK supporters do support Trump.
What is the point of this video?
And I have seen a sentiment among the sort of radical right wing that Trump is this sort of saviour. He's manly, he's amazing, he's anti-SJW, anti-political correctness.
Somebody has an opinion, and even if that's a bad one, or a racist one, or a nasty one, I want to be able to hear it. I don't want them to be able to hide behind the PC police. I want to know who the assholes are.
He's going to fix everything and make everything great. I wouldn't be surprised if the hate crimes were connected to that, the alleged hate crimes. And that's what I mean by it not being outside the realms of possibility. Does that mean that every single story posted on social media is going to be true? Of course not.
Once again, I'm reminded why this video is absolutely pointless.
But I think there's a difference between showing skepticism to stories on an individual basis and sort of making broad generalizations.
You hear that, Shoe on Head? You're not skepticing properly.
And while Shu didn't specifically call out like every instance or anything, I'm not trying to suggest that. There were a few there that I felt that she didn't really have the evidence to suggest that it is 100% not true. And maybe I am reading too much into what she said.
I would almost agree with you here, except for you're not actually making any expression of your opinion. You're just presenting all sides because fairness.
It is Twitter, it's more shitposty, but it does seem a bit concerning to me given there are people who legitimately seem to think that people are making up these hate crimes and inventing them and are just so unwilling to believe that this stuff might actually be happening.
Yeah, I think considering what we've all seen in as far as media or on the internet in general, people like to be over dramatic. So it's very hard to believe a majority of what people tell you. And even if it is a legit hate crime, that's not diminishing the hate crime by saying it sounds like bullshit. I mean, you shouldn't be afraid to call something out as bullshit. If it's not bullshit, then that can be proven. Are you presenting any of that in this video? Like any evidence for that at all?
But I also ask them to have a bit of caution before throwing accusations of lying around without any proof.
Couldn't the same be said for those making the claim of hate crimes? Seems to me like you're taking a bit of sides here. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Provocative Protagonist, and I'll see you in my next video. Like and share and subscribe.